Alright, so this is a little place that we call Swing Set. It's typically been in clover past several years, and pulling it out, we got deer in here that we call the Lindsey 4-year-old, even though he's not 4 anymore. But we had an encounter with him 2 years in this food plot when it was clover. So that's kind of our thoughts and reasons of putting it right here, because there's an access road that goes down all the way down to the bottom there, and they'll work up and just hit these scrape lines, and then kind of funnels them between here and the blind, within 30 yards. And it's a great little funnel archery plot. And then we got beans out there, so when they come out here, they typically bounce back and forth. So we pulled this out of clover, and typically we've had really good luck when we go from clover to green. That clover kind of puts nitrogen in the ground, and it's held that moisture well, so typically have really good luck when we go from clover to green. So that's kind of our plan. Well, got down here, ran the tiller one pass. I figured it might be a little wet, and it's a little wet. It packed up pretty quick, so we're gonna have to let this sit for a little bit longer. I was hoping we'd be able to get into it, but gonna have to wait another day or so for these. So this is a really cool bottom here. This is where Jeff was hunting big chocolate a lot. He actually ended up shooting him out of that blind down there the first time. So really cool bottom, and we got corn, beans, and then gonna have green. So in 2 different spots. Should be a cool setup. So, but we're gonna have to let it dry out a few more days. It's not far off, but now I gotta go clean out the tiller because it's got mud in it. So, oh well, on to the next. Well, if it can go wrong, it's gone wrong today. Can't get the fertilizer cart to spin on the backside, so I don't know if hydraulic hose is bad or what. And we had to clean up the tiller. But thankfully, we don't have rain that's just knocking on the door, but typically this stuff happens when you're on a time crunch. But we'll get it figured out.
So what we're doing right here is, so we just kind of more or less just leveling it out and disking not really disking, we don't have a disc, but we're blending the fertilizer into the ground, basically is what it is. I like to use this field cultivator if I have a field big enough that I can do it, just because it levels it out real good. Sometimes disking it creates burrows in it and stuff. With this field cultivator, it just kind of smooths it out real well, and you're able to go back in there with your cultipacker and it'll smooth it and give you a real good flat seed bed. So it's just a preference thing. If you got it laying around, you can use it, that's fine. If not, you don't have to. Just make sure when you disc your field, you disc it so that it don't have too many humps in it, so that your field cultivator, when you go in there with your compactor, that it smooths it up real good. So It's just probably one more step we do. You don't really have to do it this way. You could go in there some other way and disc your fertilizer back in the ground, but at least with this field cultivator, I can just pull it right through there and it'll just fertilizer just go everywhere. I like that. I don't like leaving it on top.
It's this cultipacker's time to shine. The one time a year it gets to get out and do something. And it's a beast.